What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we have a Gemini Jets airport update of Denver International Airport. Today we'll be doing an airport update on Concourse B, which is the United Terminal at Denver. We do have a brand new terminal for the layout and brand new aircrafts in this airport update as well, so we'll dive straight into it. Starting us off at our first gate, we have the United Express CRJ 550. This will be operating for a CRJ 700 for now. This aircraft is in the new livery and will be heading out to Aspen. Following that, we do have another United Express CRJ 550 operating for a CRJ 700 once again. This aircraft will be heading out to Jackson Hole. Next up, we have the United Express Embraer E175. This aircraft is in the new livery and it just arrived in from Montrose and will be heading out to Steamboat Springs, also known as Hayden Yampa Valley. It is loading on the passengers as well as the baggage. Next up, we do have this United 737-700 in the new livery. This aircraft will be departing for a flight out to Santa Ana in about 20 minutes. Following that, we do have this United Airbus A319. This aircraft is in the new livery, also known as the Flying Cigar. This just arrived in from Kansas City and will be heading out to Los Angeles. Just pushing back out of the gate, we have United 737-800. This aircraft is in the Star Alliance paint scheme and is pushing back for a flight out to Tampa. For the first international aircraft in this airport update, we do have the United 787-9 Dreamliner in the new livery. It is getting serviced and the passengers are loading on before it heads out to Tokyo Narita. Moving along to the other side of the terminal, here we have this United 777-200ER loading on the passengers and will be pushing back shortly. As you can see, it is fueling up and will be heading out to Honolulu. We unfortunately do not get the 777-300 that often, but when we do, it is absolutely awesome. So this United 777-300ER in the new livery is taxiing for a flight out to Chicago ORD. I non-intentionally put two special liveries next to each other, but here we have the United 737-900ER in the Continental Retro livery. This aircraft will be pushing back shortly and will be heading out to San Diego. I flew this exact airplane to San Diego a few years ago. Next up, we do have this United Airbus A320 in the old livery, getting heavily serviced as well as the passengers are boarding on before it heads out to Des Moines, Iowa. Just taxiing out to Memphis, here we have the United Express Embraer E175 in the new livery, and as I did mention, this will be heading out to Memphis. And at the very end of the terminal, we have the United 737-800 in the new livery. Absolutely gorgeous aircraft. This just arrived in from San Francisco and will be heading out to Fort Lauderdale. At the other side of the terminal, we do have the SkyWest CRJ 700 operating for United, of course. This aircraft will be heading out to Boise, Idaho. Next up, we have this United Express E170 loading on passengers as well as getting serviced before it heads out to Albuquerque. Following that, we do have this United Airbus A319 in the new livery, loading on passengers and pushing back shortly for a flight out to San Jose. Following that, we do have another United Embraer E175. This aircraft is arriving in from Salt Lake City and will be heading out to San Antonio in about 10 minutes. Next up, we do have this gorgeous United 737-800 in the new livery. This aircraft is by NG Models, as you can see, very good detail. It is getting fueled up for its next flight out to Richmond, and it arrived in from St. Louis. Following that, we do have this United 737-800 in the old livery. This aircraft just arrived in from Madison and will be heading out to Portland. Following that, we do have this United 777-200ER in the new livery. This aircraft is loading off passengers and loading off the baggage as it just arrived in from Kahului. It is extremely hard to get a good angle on this, but here we do have the Herart here livery 757. This just arrived in from Kona and will be heading back out to Kona in about an hour. Following that, we do have this United Airbus A320 in the Friendship livery, just arriving in from Tampa and will be heading out to Puerto Vallarta. In the middle there, we do have this United 737-700. This aircraft just arrived in from Orlando and will be heading out to Oklahoma City. Moving along, we do have this United 737 MAX 9 just arriving in from San Diego and will be heading back out to San Diego in about 35 minutes. And at the very tip of the terminal, we do have another United 737 MAX 9 arriving in from Phoenix Sky Harbor and will be heading out to Miami. That does conclude today's airport update of Concourse B for Denver. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you did enjoy the video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel to see how my Denver airport finishes and how it looks at the very end. It'll be absolutely gorgeous. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.